your spirit. For everybody, whether you're on the gallery or down in the auditorium, God has a word, and I want to position you for life and for success. All right. How many of you that are in this place, you want to succeed in life? I just wave your hand. How many of you want to succeed in life? All right. Nobody wants to fail. All right. How many of you wants to succeed in life? Wave your hand. Okay. All right. Okay, let me turn you. Okay, how many of you that are listening to me want to be a failure? All right, there is none. All right, today I'm going to just give you information, on how to succeed. All right, I found out that if you are going to live life effectively, all right, there are certain concepts that you must grab. All right, life is not haphazard. If you are casual with life, you might end up becoming a casualty. All right, you have to be cerebral and then very, very intentional, as you traverse life. However, I want you to know that the key to life and effective living is wrapped up in one word, and that word is called principle. All right, basically that's what I will deal with in just a few minutes, and then give you opportunity to rearrange, your life. My responsibility this morning is to introduce you, to a relationship between purpose, potential, and principle. I've seen many people with dreams, many people that have purpose, and then they are gifted. But right now that I'm talking to you, they are 6 inches down the ground. Some are my friends. Some are people that I pastor. And if I ask you, some of you will tell me that yes, you have a friend that is extremely brilliant in class with great vision, or you have a neighbor, but somehow along the way, they hook up on something and their life was cut up. All right, I grew up in Mubi. Almost all of my friends that went into stealing, they are dead. All right, had a story. Some of them are in prison. Why? Because life has a principle. It doesn't matter whether you have potential. All right, if those principles are not adhered to, all right, then there is going to be a problem. So if you are going to succeed in this life, you have to have a grasp and understand 3 words. Number 1, purpose. Number 2, potential. Number 3, principle. But out of these 3 words, okay, principle is key. The reason is because without principle, purpose and potential will be aborted. All right, greatness will be strangulated. What that means is that principle will protect purpose and protect potential. Whenever you see somebody succeeding, I'm not talking about Parayin the Suna Sata office. I'm talking about people succeeding. All right, they operate with principle, all right, that protects their purpose and also their potential. All right, so I want to throw out this quote, as I begin to move, okay? Everything in life was created for a purpose with a potential, but they are born to operate by a principle. Everything in life is created with a purpose, all right? But they are created with potential. They are created for purpose. What that means is that everybody that is looking at me here, you are not an accident here on earth. All right, your parent might say that it was a mistake, but there is no mistake in God. God wanted you to be here. Am I talking here? If you are not supposed to be here, you wouldn't have been given birth to. It doesn't matter whether you're giving birth under the bridge, above the bridge, out of wedlock, inside wedlock. The fact that you are here is because God wanted you to be here, and there is a reason for your existence. Come on, put your hands together. You might not know the reason, but I come to tell you there's a reason for your existence. All right, what that means is that purpose is the cause of creation. Okay, purpose causes the creation of a thing. All right, because your God is a God of purpose. Whenever he wants a thing, all right, first of all, he now desire what a thing will perform. He doesn't just create, all right? It is purpose that activates creation, all right? So if you arrive here, it's because in the mind of God, there is something that you are supposed to fulfill here on earth. Then he release you, through your mother and your father, so that you can fulfill that purpose. Am I talking here? All right. Okay, you might come into this world and never meet the purpose, but that doesn't mean that the purpose was not in the mind of God. Okay, but however, potential is the ability that was built into the creation to fulfill that purpose. What that means is that if you are born for a purpose, okay, then God put what it takes in the inside of you to fulfill the purpose. Okay, some of you might not actually be having a clue of your purpose, but whenever you begin to have a craving and a desire, whenever you begin to have a dream to become something, that dream is not out of your fantasy. That dream is your purpose calling you. Am I talking here? Whenever you sit down and you begin to see possibilities, whenever you desire, I want to be the governor, I want to be a fashion designer, I want to, okay, it's not you that is talking, it's your destiny that is calling. Am I talking here? Okay, that's why you could have flashes, that's why you can be talking and you begin to look at things and you feel that you can do better than that. However, whenever there is a purpose, God will always put the ability in the inside of the thing for the purpose to be fulfilled. I'm gonna come and put your hands together. I say, come and put your hands together, and then he will design that thing for the purpose. That's why you are okay that you are short. You are okay that you are black. You are okay that you are tall. You are okay that you are light-skinned. You are okay that you are bulgy. Why? You are created for a reason. Am I talking? You are the way you are because of why you are. Come and put your hands together if you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, there is no mistake. Okay, so you have to understand purpose without potential will be frustration. I will not like movement in this place. Okay, once there is a purpose and then the ability to bring it out is not there, you will be frustrated. Okay, am I talking here? It's just like you being made a manager and you're not given the power to fulfill that office. You will be frustrated. Okay, so anytime you have a dream and you feel that there is something big in the inside of you, it's an indication that what it takes to become that is wired in the inside of you. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you are wired for your purpose. Come on, say it with energy. Say, neighbor, you are wired for your purpose. However, okay, if without the potential you become frustrated, you have to understand that if you have purpose and then you have potential, but you don't have principle, then everything in your life will be aborted. All right, so number two, potential without principle will produce destruction. All right, whenever you have a dream, whenever there is a wiring to become, okay, but there is no principle, all right, that will guide you into become, okay, then destruction. Okay, and that's a major problem. The first problem is that if you have position, a purpose without power, then you will be frustrated. But the second problem is that when you have purpose, position, and power, but you don't have principle, then you become a dangerous man. What that means is that principle will protect potential and is going to safeguard your purpose. So the three questions that you have to be able to answer as I begin to round up is that what is purpose, what is potential, what is principle? But we have already said that purpose is the original intent for the creation of a thing. In other words, okay, there is an intention in the mind of a manufacturer. No manufacturer creates a thing, all right, for it to fail. Am I talking here? Whenever a manufacturer is creating a thing, is creating it so that it can succeed. Okay, guess what? God is your manufacturer, and when he created you, in his mind is for you to succeed. I know the plan that I have towards towards you, they are plan of good and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. When I created you, you're supposed to be successful. When I created you, you're supposed to be the head and not the tail. When I created you, you're supposed to finish that school. When I created you, you're supposed to, come on, put your hands together. You have to know that purpose is the cause of creation. However, no matter what God desired for you, there has to be a principle that, okay, so potential is the inherent ability to fulfill a purpose. You don't buy potential, you are born with it. It's inherent, it's within you. Okay, the ability to fulfill it. Okay, so purpose, is why you exist. Potential is what you can do. That's ability. So the principle is how your purpose or your potential can be done. Okay, the principle is the way. All right, if I hold the principle is how it can be done. I don't know whether Valentine is here. Is Valentine in the house? I say, is Valentine in the house? Valentine, you can help me. I want to preach. Okay, can you go and pick up that bass guitar? Because where is Valentine? Is Valentine around? Where is Valentine? Okay, who is the bass guitarist? All right, can you pick that bass guitar? All right, when you just pick it up. Okay, strap it on you. All right, when you look at that bass guitar, all right, okay, the instrument has a purpose in the mind of the manufacturer. All right, when the manufacturer wanted, okay, you don't create a thing until you desire what that thing will perform. All right, so the manufacturer built it to fulfill the purpose, okay, of producing a bass sound. All right, okay, and so because it is created to fulfill a bass sound, okay, when they were desiring, okay, the product to fulfill the purpose in their mind, okay, they built within this product, okay, what it takes for it to fulfill the purpose. All right, so inside that bass guitar are equipments embedded in it, so that when you use it, it will perform what was promised that it will perform. So they put into it the potential to produce the sound. All right, I want you to remove the wire. Just remove it gently. Later you're going to put it. Okay, I want you to strike it. Okay, now he's striking it. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Okay, the reason is because in as much as the purpose is to produce a bass sound, and then the potential or the ability for it to produce the bass sound is built on it, there are other principles that will make what was promised to come out. Am I talking in House of Refuge? I say, am I talking in House of Refuge? So inherently within that bass guitar, all right, is built the purpose and the potential, okay, but there is a principle by which it operates. All right, this operates by the principle of electricity. That is why it is called an electric bass guitar. Okay, it's called an electric bass guitar. What that means is that you have to connect it to an amplifier. When you connect it to an amplifier, what was promised will come out. When you don't connect it to an amplifier, speak in tongues all you can, what was promised will not come out. I want you to push the wire back in. I want you to amplify his sound. I don't know, I want you to, okay, now come on, pray it now. Now can you hear it? Okay, the reason, come on, put your hands together. The reason why now it's coming out is because though it has a purpose to produce a bass sound, though the potential is built in the inside of it, the principle that will make it function is not connected to it. Once it is connected to it, you don't have to pray. It will succeed based on what it was created for it to succeed. Come on, put your hands together. Now play it again. Now play it again. Why? Because it's connected to a principle. Okay, so the principle protected created the purpose. However, when this bass guitar was coming, it came with a book. It's called the user's manual. Am I talking here? So in the user's manual, there is the way that thing was built. But when you open the user's manual, the first thing you see is a diagram of the product with all the labels. Am I talking here? So when God created you, you are God's design, and that's why every part of your body is labeled. And there is an anus here, there is an eye here, there is am I talking here? And every label part has its function. But however, they will tell you, because this thing operates by a principle of electricity, don't use this thing inside water. Am I talking here? The reason is because water has its own principle. Okay, the principle is that it is a good conductor of electricity. Am I talking here? So if you use this thing inside water and you connect it to electricity, the electricity will want to pass, but it will pass through your body and you might not live to even play the guitar. Why? You avoided the principle in which you are supposed to use the guitar and you use it wrongly, and now you are destroyed. Come and put your hands together if you understand what I'm talking about. I said, come and put your hands together. Come and play it so that you can bring out. Okay, that is who you are created to be. You're supposed to bring out your sound on earth. The potential is built. The purpose is built. But you are supposed to be connected to something that you will be able to produce what you are born to produce. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you are born for a reason. Come on, say it with energy. Say, neighbor, you are born for a reason. So the purpose of the is a bass sound. The potential is to amplify. Okay, but the principle is to operate on electricity. Therefore, no matter who you are or no matter what you can do or where you are from, you will never be successful without adhering or submission or obedience to principle. Let me say it again. No matter who you are, no matter whatever you can become, you will never be successful without obedience or adhering to the principle. Am I talking here? Okay, so obedience is not obedience to your friends. No, obedience is obedience to what the manufacturer says. Okay, so your friend can come and say that, let's play it inside water. Okay, but the manufacturer says, when you are going to use this thing, don't use it at Chikirua. Okay, success is obedience not to the words of your friend, but obedience to the words of the manufacturer. So when you are built, you have body parts, and every part of your body has a reason. There's a brain, there's everything. Okay. Now when you go to school, there are principles for success. Your ability to study, there's a potential for your brain to grasp, your ability to write. But your friend will tell you, well, it doesn't matter, it's time for us to just enjoy. And so you're in school, you don't study, you're doing party. All right, guess what? No matter how brilliant, no matter the potential, you're going to fail. Okay, but however, there are other things. Your brain is built to be addictive. In other words, anything that is not right, don't allow your brain touch it. When your brain touches it, holds it, and then you become hooked up to it, and now you want to succeed, but something instead of you is controlling your future. I had a friend, okay, we did physics, very brilliant chap, very good guy, but in 200 levels, 300, okay, he just at one moment, I remember I was walking and I look at him, I said, can I shantaba ne? Okay, he said, man, man, and he was looking at me as if I don't know what I am saying. Okay, then he pulled it. But however, the principle of your brain will kick in, and anytime he pulls it, he now misses class. Okay, he has something in his pocket, so he started taking that thing. The more he takes it, the more he misses class. The more he takes it, the more he becomes addicted to it. Guess what? Finally, he left school. But it's not just about leaving school. He hooked up also on something in a bottle. So he was drunk, driving, had an accident, died. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. Why? There is purpose, there is potential, but principle was not. Come on, put your hands together if you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so God said, let us make man. And when God created man, the Bible said that, and God took the man and put him in Eden. The word Eden is the presence of God. Okay, just like that guitar, for it to function, it has to be connected to its right environment. Same thing with you. When God created you, for you to succeed, for your purpose to show forth, for your potential to show forth, you have to be plugged into something. So the God that created you said, the thing that you will be plugged into is my presence. It's called Eden. When you are plugged into it, come and play me that bass guitar, then you are going to become what you are supposed to be. You will graduate, you will get married, you will build your house, you will rise up, you will become. Okay, stop it. Pull the wire out, pull the wire out, pull the wire. Okay, now that you pull the wire, can you play it? Can you play it? Okay, now that you are not planted where God planted you, no matter what you do, the success will not come out. Why? You are not planted in the place you are supposed to produce. Come on, put your hands together if you understand what I'm talking about. I said, come on, put your hands together if you understand what I'm talking about. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you need to be planted. You need to be planted. Come on, say it with energy. Say, neighbor, you need to be planted. So the Bible says, do not be deceived. Because there are many of you, some of you are here with something in your pocket. Some of you are saying that, no, the Bible said that, do not be deceived. Anything that you plant, you will reap. Tongues can't cancel principle. I had a lady I pastored, very beautiful girl. I lost contact about 2-3 years. I was seated in my house in Masakari. I just saw somebody coming through the gate. Kai, Yabuga. Pastor! Very pretty. Pastor! At that time, AIDS was coming newly. Don't use your body for sex. Boom. She went to just had a test. The first information her mind couldn't handle. The mind snapped. Shortly after that, she died. Great purpose, great potential, no principle to guide what was deposited in the inside. Had a story, someone climb on top and say, Father, forgive me. How many of you know that if you say, Father, forgive me, Father will forgive you? But I'm tired. Then he jumped. When he jumped, another principle kicked in. The name of that principle is called gravity. God forgiving him could not stop the gravity. And he fell and he died. He was a dead, forgiven child. Forgiven, but dead. Because inside a principle is inherent judgment. And if you are not guided by principle, then the purpose and the potential will be destroyed. Violation of principle destroy purpose and destroy potential. Some of you here, you are brilliant, but your output is minimal. The reason is because you did not use principle. You violated the principle. You slept with that guy. You took that thing. You had something in your pocket. You're missing class now. Now you can't think straight. See vision. You had dream, plans by your parents. But because no principle, this thing could not sound again. It's not that the guitar is not there. It's not that the potential is not there. But it's not plugged in. It was actually plugged into something different. You can dream all you want. Have a big dream of what you want to do, what you want to be. You can even be aware that you have ability. There are some of you, you know you have it. But something is intimidating what is inside. Why? You made a mistake, the brain got attached. Now you can't make decisions. Something in the bottle is controlling you. You have Zarahino. Zarahino is your hand shriveled. You can't hold anything. Anything karike, your hand, ya bushy. Your brain sends a command, your hand is not responding. You held on to something. You know you're supposed to be in class, but your brain said that you need to go and take a shot. 13 years in university, now I'm Koreka. Brilliant, but no principle. Hell on something. You cannot outsmart life. The Bible said that do not be deceived. He said you are not hurting God when you violate the principle of life. For your information, God is not even upset when you violate. You see, the manufacturer doesn't bother. He's not upset. God is not mocked. That's what he says. Why? He never changes. God will never be angry with you. God is never angry with you. He is constant. It's you that decided to remove the plug. That's why you're not playing. It's not God. The plug in Zakaji. Merman the plug in Allah. Kabuga mananji. Nakaganiko. The Emer. See me faru. Say Amsa. Kachire. So it's not God. It's you. When you come back to God, your power will show forth. The devil has no right. He can't touch you once you're hooked up. Kachire, remove it. Kabuga. Kaigawa kenan. And it's not God. It's principle. There is no way you violate a principle of life and survive. You cannot. If you violate a principle, you're going to live with the consequences. You can be forgiven, but dead. You don't succeed violating principle. What is principle? Principle is the way something is to function. So the way came, said that I am the way. I am the truth on how you're going to function. And if you follow my way, you'll have life. You will succeed in life. And when he was sending you, he sent you with the Bible. He is the way. That is why he said, if you obey the way, something is supposed to function. There is a way that thing is supposed to function. What is the way? Kasaka wayang. Look at the way. Look at the way. Kasaka wayang. Boom. Okay, kapulai. Bram. It's a decision. Just the way. Once you hook up to the way, bam, it comes. That's all. Jesus is the way. Something is supposed to function. And I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody's assignment in the hand of the devil is over. Kabuga. And your destiny is about to show forth. Come on, play. Some people concluded you won't amount to anything, but your sound is about to show forth. Everything that, am I talking here? The only way to be obedient is to do what the manufacturer said. And he said that do not be deceived. Now look at it. Give me Galatians 6:7 to 8. Galatians 6, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. Whatever, anything, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man sow, that will he reap. All right. Next verse. Now look at it. Now look at it. Anybody that plugged into the flesh will of the flesh reap destruction. But anybody that plugged into the spirit, into the presence, will reap life, success. Don't be deceived. If you carry your life and plug it into flesh. Now, what is flesh? Give me Galatians 5:19. Anybody that carries his life and plug it to, okay, you will reap destruction. I don't care who you are, you will be destroyed. Now, this is plugging into the flesh. Number 1, adultery. Number 2, fornication. Number 3, when I'm confused, why now? Okay, now watch. When you carry your life and you plug it to the flesh, career, gear, sata, zina, you plug it. Go back to Galatians 6. Go back to 6. You will reap destruction. I didn't sleep all night. God told me to come and stop a process that has already started in somebody's life. There are greatness from the gallery to the main auditorium. All that I need to do today, play that guitar, is to plug you. That's the principle. When I plug you, it doesn't matter where you are now. You will produce your sound. Life is going to show forth. If you're not plugged, destruction. All head bow. All eyes closed. From the gallery to the main auditorium, while I was preaching, something tapped you. I want you to take your right hand and put it on your head. Thank you. Something tapped you. Thank you. Take your right hand and put it on your head. Don't bother. Just take your right hand and put it on your head. Something tapped you. Thank you. They're all there. While I was preaching, something tapped you. Take your right hand and put it on your head. Take your right hand and put it on your head. Just take your right hand and put it on your head. You have a purpose. You have potential. No devil can destroy you. In fact, he made a mistake and allow you into this place. Habits will be destroyed. We're going to stop a process and a cycle. We're going to bind everything that has been controlling you. You're struggling with anything. Take your right hand and put it on your head. Some of you already, there is a mark of death over your life. I am here to stop that. Because all we need to do is to remove the plug away from the flesh and plug it right into where it's supposed to be. It's a principle. If you make sure you put your right hand on your head. Put your right hand on your head. Wherever you are, yes, put your right hand on your head. You know, that's not the right time to be on the phone. Yella man, it's not the right time to be on the phone. All right, don't allow the enemy destroy you. Put your right hand on your head. Put your right hand on your head. Okay, they're going to give you a paper because we're going to move into the second round. Put your right hand. All I will need is your information. I want to pray with you and for you in my prayer room. And I want to, as we come together every Friday, we want to pray with you. Put your right hand on your head. If your right hand is on your head and you have been given a slip, more people are putting their right hand. I want you to stand up everywhere you are from the gallery. Just stand up. Yes, you have a slip. Stand up. Don't bother about stand up. Katashi kawe. Kadakadamu yallama. Friends, Tashi, just stand up. Don't bother. Just stand up. Don't allow the enemy to cheat you. This is the best decision that you are making in life. Just stand up. Don't bother. Don't bother. Just stand up. Wherever